Hey folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. So, last time, a very momentous episode as we resolved Astarion's long-standing problem. His vampire master Cazador Zar has been slain. The fellow vampire spawn released to the Underdark, and the ritual averted. He had a quite emotional response to events, and probably needs some time at camp to think and talk. We also need to get back to camp to speak to Mizora, Will's devil pact master and patron. But we have kind of a lot of resources left at the moment. Our highest spell slots on Shadowheart are gone, but she has a bunch of scrolls and other resources as well. We've got 2 rages left on Karlach, so we still have kind of a lot of juice in the tank, and we're not quite ready to go for a long rest today. So, we are going to resume exploring Baldur's Gate. There's a lot left to do. There's a ton left to do. Before we do that, however, we picked up a lot of art and other saleables, and we're running a little bit low on gold after shelling out 8 grand for some armor for Tava. So, we are going to make a quick trip around to various vendors and unload some of our goods. Now, I'm trying to remember where exactly we have folks who will buy stuff. I know the guy in Stormshore Tabernacle will buy a few things from us. I don't know how much gold he has. Can we get back to Rivington? We can. It's in a different region, but there are some vendors there as well. Let's start by coming in here, selling what we can to this guy.
Welcome back. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you? Of course, my child.
He's down to 11 gold, so that's not helpful. All right. The Devil's Fee, I remember there was somebody there, right? And then probably the Elf Song Tavern, we can sell some stuff as well. I don't remember whether we've unloaded all the gold here, but let's head inside real quick.
I may have overdone it with the black and purple for, my entire life. Your look serves you well, though.
I'm 10 years behind. Don't want the youths to think I'm not, you know, up with the times.
Karlach and Shadowheart having a little fashion discussion. Love it.
Realtor.
Alright, do you have any gold left? I can't remember. Oh, I know who has gold.
What can I do you
Damon has all of our 8,000 gold. Well, alright.
It's been slim picking since the absolute...
What's he got, 500?
Supply convoy. But have a look.
Alright.
Fill your boots, man.
Let's get over to Damon. We know he has a ton of gold. Where was he? Over here? Yeah. Okay, let's come over here. And then we'll resume kind of exploring around the lower city, seeing what else we can find. We've been all the way to the dividing gate between the lower and upper city. That's where we found our entry to Cazador's palace.
Yeah.
But there's the whole south side of the lower city here, as well as the middle to go through. So there's tons more. There's just a massive amount of ground to cover.
Look at me. Very suggestively on my hat.
Suggestive nod.
What can I do for you?
Okay, I am interested in the enriched infernal iron, what he can make with that, but we're gonna hold off on that until we found the iron foundry, or the steel watch foundry.
Of course. Wouldn't be alive to hold them if it weren't for you.
All right, now we can unload this. He's got all the gold we spent. There we go. That feels a little bit better. We're up to almost 18 grand again. Okay. So, we've been to the wine festival, and then we went to the lower city central wall. Suppose we should check out this building here next to continue around the sort of the whole big circle we could do here. So yeah, let's head down to whatever this building is, find out, explore.
If you had to pick one for a night,
I guess that's going to be this here? Yeah.
That dink in his chest plate. I'd give him a few more of those if he catch my drift.
oh, not two. I'm standing downwind.
Okay, so there's a steel watch and a bunch of fist here out in front of this building. It seems like there's a large greenhouse of sorts here. And it does look like we have the ability to kind of take a peek inside.
Script of a conversation with Archduke Gortash.
Come on down here. Right, we have some sort of, I remember we saw that earlier. We have some sort of magical display there. Let's talk with Mohan.
Ah, I was hoping to bump into you sooner or later. I've heard about you. I know the so-called savior of the city has taken an interest in you. One thing I've learned, real saviors never label themselves as such.
Do you mean Lord Gortash?
Lord. A fine title for the greatest scoundrel in town. Imagine, wagging your big metal willies up and down a thoroughfares and calling yourself Archduke. Pathetic. He needs a proper challenge, and from what I've heard, you're the person to give it to him. I might not have exactly what you need, but I remain at your service. Have a look at least.
Okay, interesting. Is this guy perhaps Mohan, level run rock gnome? I wonder if this is a shape changer or an agent belonging to Orin. Oil of Bane, Oil of Combustion, Oil of Diminution we don't need. Disguise kits I'm not interested in. Circle of Death is a very nice spell, but we have a couple copies of it already. We don't need Thieves' Tools or Trap Disarmed kits. A Scroll of Fly is always nice, but we have a few we're not using, so it doesn't seem he has much that we need right now. We could unload some more goods to him if we find them.
Godspeed, and come back whenever you need something.
Alright, so we found another merchant here. He seems to have some dislike for Gortash, whoever he is, which is fine. But I'm curious why he's speaking about it so openly. Let's go check out all these wooden barrels. Rotten, empty, rotten, empty. Yeah, and then we've got some stuff back here that she could get to. A few actual valuable pieces of food here. Rotten fish. Okay, so all of that is empty. Let's get back out of here. Since we're here at the central square where this magic display is going on, perhaps before we head inside Bone Cloak Apothecary, we will check this out, I think. Alright, so we've got a few citizens listening to this kid hawking the news.
Come get your copy of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. When the mouth speaks, the city shakes.
Oh, he's a pretty good little salesman.
Can I interest you in a copy of our fine, fine broadsheet?
Sure, why not?
Have a gander at that. Come back tomorrow if you fancy fresh news.
Okay, this is issue 87. We might have already read this, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where that went either. This our inventory is a little bit messy right now. Issue 87. Feywild Circus struck by tragedy, dribbles the clown killed and replaced by absolute spy. Reports of ships sailing by night along Worms crossing beaches. Yeah, this is stuff that happened earlier today. Visit the uncanny Feywild Circus in Worms Crossing for a day of wholesome family fun, featuring Lucretius the Necromancer, Mummy Zara, and more. Fabulous Tours the Clown, Murder in Baldur's Gate, Charest Caress beloved stern librarian found dead in nearby flophouse. Arrogant vigilantes brutally murder respected Thorm family. That's certainly one slant you could put on what happened. Alright, let me clean up my inventory a little bit here. Got a bunch of keys that I guess I don't understand why sometimes things go into their pouches and sometimes they don't, but whatever. It's part of the game now. I've learned to deal with it. Alchemy pouch. We'll stretch this out and put a few things in there as well. There we go. Okay. That cleans things up a little bit. Let's go check out what's going on with this magic display. So we've got Astoundo the Greater, the Salamander, and Astoundo the Lesser, and a bunch of folks watching the magic show.
Get this kid pissed off out of my face.
Just look at her. She hasn't been this excited since her birthday.
Is she there with her kid?
I'm gonna grow up to be a great wizard and wade through my enemies with spells of fire and blood. Mostly fire.
Okay, he's got a plan.
Sweet! A magic show! It's been ages since there was any fun in this city.
Okay, dancing lights. They're using cantrips here right now.
So pretty.
Blade Ward, another cantrip. They're casting Mage Hand and then Firebolt. Yeah, it's all cantrips here.
Cool. Seriously cool. My favourite firework colour is like dark violet because it's the most cool.
Okay. Where are you going? Interesting choice.
Beautiful. What colours? Oh, reminds me of the sparkler tricks on Liar's Night.
Duddy Dudderkin? I am sorry for you, my friend. Your parents gave you a terrible name. And then Ermlaut. Another funny name.
Guess there are other uses for magic besides fighting off invading cultists. But I wonder if these mages shouldn't be in the battle.
Oh, they're not that strong. They're just using cantrips. All right, let's check in with the Salamander.
Look, Mama, look! It's so... Great, isn't it? These are just cantrips. I can keep this up all day.
Oh, fair enough. You actually admit your own choice here.
Yeah! I mean, yeah, the verily, behold and stuff. Just like Astoundo the Greater says.
And Astoundo the Greater?
Behold the sacred illuminations of the mysterious ancients. Back off, Chop, you're too close. Do you want to lose your eyebrows?
Okay. What happens if we stand here and start casting cantrips of our own? Nobody reacts. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's check out this building now. This is the Bone Cloak Apothecary.
Bone Cloak's Apothecary. Find all the remedy and alchemy ingredients you need at Bone Cloak's Apothecary.
Well, that'll be good.
Bloody believe it.
We'll check their mailbox. We've got 2 messages here. First, got the itch to wander. Bone Cloak. I'm putting together what looks to be a profitable fungus harvest expedition. You in the mood to join us and get out of the city for a while? Got a hot tip about a fairy circle of natterjack toadstools in the Trollbark Forest, should that be enough for both of us. If you're interested, pack your fungus hunter gear and meet me at the end of the next 10 day at the Wailing Wave up the coast in Letharal's Lantern. I'll be watching for you. Dango Tootlehood. Alright, and then end of my rope. Esteemed Apothecary Bone Cloak. I've got myself into a fix and need some medicinal advice to get out of it. To deal with my spells, for the last 9 months I've been drinking a daily healing potion, following a recipe I got from Baldur's mouth. Except I always double the sherry. The trouble is, it isn't working like it used to. My spells are coming back, and I'm afraid to increase the dosage because I saw what happened to Aunt Balmir. What can you prescribe? I'll come by tomorrow for a little consultation. Bug Stillwater. To deal with my spells, I've been drinking a healing potion, but my spells are coming back. Very strange. Somebody's trying to use healing potions to suppress their magic for some reason? That's a bit odd. Alright, into the Blown Cloak Apothecary.
Buy Bone Cloak's potions, renowned for value and potency.
Okay. We have Don't Sniff the Specimen over here. Some sort of book warning alchemists, budding alchemists.
Is encouraged by your interest in this item, though of course you'll need to pay for it.
Yeah. I was trying to read it, not steal it. All right. Okay, so apparently I can't actually just read it like you can many other things. Elixir of Cloud Giant Strength, yes please. 224 gold, but that's what the gold is for. All right. What else do we have? Elixir of Dark Vision, Potions of Animal Speaking, Potions of Speed. How many Potions of Speed do we have on Tava right now? We have Angelic Reprieve, Universal Resistance, 3 Elixirs of Vigilance, and 12 Potions of Speed. We probably don't need another Potion of Speed. Some Supreme Healing would be good, as would some Superior Healing. How many of those do we have? We've got 3 Supremes. We have 30 Superiors, so I don't actually think we need to shell out gold for those. But the Supremes will take, and probably I need to distribute those soon. Remedial Potion, Darkness, Dark Vision. What is this? Corrosive Flail? I don't know why she has weapons, but let's see. What is the benefit of this one? Corrosive Strike. Adds 4 acid and a D8 of radiant, I guess. Not that great. Some Githyanki Greatswords. Longsword, short sword. What is this? Soulbreaker? When wielded by a Githyanki. Not helpful for us. Skin Burster. These are things we've sold earlier in the playthrough, I think. We have a Ring of Jumping. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are things we've sold earlier in the playthrough, and they're making they're coming back into the economy, right? Aberration Hunter's Amulet. Githyanki wearing this gains advantage on intelligence saving throws. Something about Ancient Grudges. All right. Amulet of Restoration. Grants a healing word and a mass healing word. I'm guessing once per short rest. Not bad. Don't Sniff the Specimen. Acid Vial, Acorn Truffle. All right, so we're getting into the more advanced alchemy stuff. I'm only really interested in elixirs that I'm using, and that I have like limited amounts of, right? So, trying to find stuff like Vigilance, Bloodlust. Glorious Vaulting. Wargfang will take. And Yellow Musk Creeper, so we can craft our own superiors. Wait. We don't really need to craft superiors. We have 30. We need to craft supremes, right? Okay, we'll still take this. It's cheap. Alright, not bad. I can read this without buying it, though.
Trader appears encouraged by...
No, she does want us to pay for it if we want to read it. So too bad, so sad. That's not going to happen. For some reason, there's free samples over here. We'll take those. Belladonna. Mugwort. Some wispweed. Another vendor who has gold. That's good information. Now, there's some other things over here that we might be able to read if... I'm not sure. We'll try. I have a serious complaint.
Even traders have private property. It seems that item is not...
Okay. So interestingly enough, this is the first time I've had someone sort of prevent us from looking at books and stuff. You know what I mean? Like books and scrolls that are just out. Most times we're just able to read them. And we've got more free samples here. Interesting that she's just willing, she won't let us read her private correspondence, but she's totally willing for us to come in and take ingredients she could use to make potions, right? Weird flex, but we'll take whatever we can get. Let's see. She's got like a back room back here. Oh, there's like a whole alchemy thing back there. Wooden chest. So we don't have a reason, we don't have a justification to kind of steal from her. She's not a criminal. She's not allied with, you know, devils or Gortash or the murder cult that's sweeping the city as far as we know. We can take a peek since it doesn't seem to be trespassing to head out to the second floor. But I don't think we're justified in stealing anything from her. Certainly not in like slaughtering her and taking her stuff. Okay, pretty simple here. Just an apartment where she lives above her shop. Okay, fair enough. No quests here, no content. Not for us anyway. Let's get out of here. Now, taking a look at the map, whatever this is next. Find the night song. Speak to Lorokan. All right. Oh, this is the wizard. Who is Aridin? I feel like we've had that name before. Wait, was this the idiot from the... This was the idiot adventurer who almost got everyone killed at the start of the game.
Or hide away like a child.
All right, let's go talk to this fool. There's an animated armor here that's guarding the front door. Let's check in with Aridin.
Let me back in. I'll bring Lorokan out here, you tin tube. You tell Lorokan I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it.
Yeah. We're pretty sure we understand what's going on here. He is an entitled idiot who thinks he's owed payment just because he tried and failed. That's none of your business, dude.
Answer the question. Did you find it or not?
I could attack him here? How do we feel about him? I mean, she has no reason to lie. He's not a threat to her. I found the night song. Turns out it wasn't a relic, but an Azamar.
An Azamar? Hells. If I'd known, I'd have asked for more gold. Kidnapping costs more than theft. Don't forget, I'm the one who gave you that contract. I want my cut.
You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, piss off. This is an intimidation check that is deserved.
I ought to knock some sense into you. But you know what? I'm too goddamn tired. If she's out there, I'm gonna find her. You mark my words.
You're gonna be dead at our camps one day, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. What happened there? We gained a crap ton of experience? Look at this. Tava gained 1,000, 1750, 1770? That's odd, man. I guess that was a quest completion or something? How close are we to level 12 at this point? Gosh, we're almost to level 12. Another 7 grand and we'll do it. All right, well, since this is Lorokan, the wizard who put out kind of a contract on the night song, why don't we go inside and meet him? Make sure he rescinds it, knows that he's not gonna get her.
So pretty.
This place is also Sorcerous Sundries, so there may be things to buy in here? I don't know. Hello, Clank. Examine the armor to discern its nature. Yeah, Arcana checks aren't really her specialty, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, nice.
This armor is a construct animated by powerful magic. It has no soul or power of speech, but it follows the directives of its master. It feels no pain and knows no morality. It will act on behalf of its master and perish when the magic that binds it is severed.
Okay, so it doesn't care. It has no speech. I guess we just leave and go inside. So we've got another vendor here, I think. Oh, look, this place is interesting. Got a water elemental, a lava elemental. That's pretty cool. Yeah, very interesting location here. And presumably somewhere in here is a wizard that we need to speak to, but he won't be at the front, right? He'll be kind of like at the top, letting his minions handle the business.
Many things, I suppose. Blood.
For the stout and sturdy. Yeah, this is the thing we've seen about the night song. Let's check in with the water elemental.
The water elemental appears to turn towards you, showering everything with a bracing mist.
Okay. If we come over into this little nook, there are rows of books here, and it doesn't appear to be trespassing to examine the rows. In here we have Enchanted Me. I don't know if we've read this before. This book describes an elderly spellcaster's years learning the art of enchantment. Cold and frigid was the day I learned that to fail in charming a better wizard was the most dangerous game of all. I first met Cavalier in Draithwaite at a Calamshite barroom. Game was a complicated play of cards I hadn't mastered, but being young, foolhardy, and overconfident in my abilities as a student wizard, I thought I'd use my minimal talent with enchantment to gain the upper hand. Quietly did I seek to charm the feeble old woman to my left. She appeared to me a parochial sort and unlikely to put up much resistance to my trick. I'd been blown against the barroom's back wall, then up to the ceiling and back down again before I realized this feeble woman was none other than Cavalier in Draithwaite, master of charms, author of the very textbook from which I learnt the enchantment I attempted to use against her. After she gave me a good thrashing for my audacity, we became lifelong friends.
That's not funny.
Get some more books over here.
I think it's very funny.
Magical Histories Volume 3, The Second Sundering. I don't think we need to read a bunch of history. Look at all these scrolls. Flameblade, Fireball, Firebolt, Ray of Frost. There's a gold wormling staff here and a pair of Winter's clutches. What are these? Okay. Not the best stuff out here. A quarterstaff that does fire damage, grants you the Firebolt. That's actually not bad. Adding a D4 of fire and giving you a cantrip. Bone Chill. The Cold Brim Hat. Yeah, something related to frost. So not the greatest stuff out here, but the fact that even this stuff is just kind of laying out where someone could steal it, pretty amazing. Eufolly of Karsus we know about from Gale. Schools of Magic Evocation, a Scroll of Darkness.
That's why we need the ointment.
What do we have out on the chest, out on this desk here? These two, seems like a mother and son having some sort of discussion about the lava elemental, Thalita Cross, and Header Cross.
Have you seen how much the prices have risen? Might as well be throwing my gold straight into the lava elemental.
Speaking of...
The lava elemental looks at you placidly. Mere unfathomable heat beating against your face.
Because they're made of fire, darling.
If the lava elemental is made of fire, what am I made of?
Mostly water, funnily enough.
I suppose. Blood. bile, phlegm, chocolate?
Chocolate?
Why, of course, darling.
I want a pet elemental, but Mumbus says I'm not old enough. I wouldn't let it die like the goldfish, though.
Mumbus? That's a weird name for your mother. How about mom or mommy? Who calls their mother Mumbus? That's strange. All right, let's continue checking out the shop here. We have a display case, another animated armor. I love that these things are just like available here. Another row of books.
Nothing but the best.
Magical histories, the chosen of Mistra.
That's exactly what I have. The best necromantic charms in the city. Or your money back. Just think of the possibilities once you have a fresh, high-quality, completely safe zombie at your disposal.
Gods, but it stinks! Oh, and it looks like somebody melted most of its flesh off. I'd be a laughingstock with that lumbering round after me.
No, now. You and I both know that being undead takes a toll on a corpse. We also do a range of fetching liveries and complimentary perfume spritzers. All seasonal, of course.
Complimentary, you say?
Of course, that impresses her. This guy's a good salesman. He's selling his necromancy stuff. Alice, what do you need a corpse for?
Do you think that zombie looks fresh? Is fresh good? I never know with zombies.
Apologies. I'm with a customer at the moment.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. We've got another row of books here.
That are quite frankly beneath me.
Oh, they excel at all those humdrum menial chores. They're particularly good, especially food disposal.
So she wants a zombie as a housemaid, a housekeeper. What do we have here? Schools of Magic, Abjuration. Okay, let's keep making our way around, see who we meet, who we encounter. The Apprentice's Companion, book the first. Not that interesting. Tolna the Tome Monger.
Literature department. Can I help you?
Why are you whispering?
These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence.
I mean, you've got a lot of customers with loud mouths, like screeching about their desires and stuff. Okay. Oh, I so want to try this. Yeah, Gale recommended us to come here to try to find anything about the crown, right? I'm trying to find out about a particular Netherese crown. Have you anything on that subject?
Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Leveroken was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than a magic wand, apparently. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiot Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sites of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you?
The Annals of Karsus, a Netherese Folly, that sounds like just a recitation of what we already learned, right? About how he brought the place down. Sites of the Seelie has something to do with the Fae. I don't know why that would have anything about the crown. So, the Tharkiot Codex, maybe. And possibly the Curriculum of Strategy. The crown is meant as domination, is a domination tool, right? And then a crown has to do with power, with leadership, with rulership, so strategy might be involved. Tell me about the Curriculum of Strategy.
You've heard heard about the Red Knight, I trust? Devout strategist made exarch of Tempest. This treaty is a compilation of her own design, kept here on the material plane for the benefit of us mortals. Quite rare.
That doesn't sound like it has what we need. What about the Tharchiat Codex?
Interesting choice. If I didn't know better, I'd think you might have the necromancy of Thay in your possession. I'd advise tremendous care with the Tharchiat Codex. The cost of unlocking its mysteries is onerous.
Now, we did find the necromancy of Thay. We had Gale read it, which was probably a mistake since he isn't in the party and won't be for most of the playthrough, I don't think. But apparently we could finish the book if we bought that. Let's ask about the other ones. All right, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Annals of Karsus would contain some hint about the crown.
It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra. Failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
Maybe that does hint?
This would no doubt have much to say about the crown's true nature. If only you could read them.
Okay. So clearly, this is the one we want. Sounds perfect. How much for me to buy it from you?
Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence, and then forget about it. The Annals of Karsus are best left unread.
Isn't it your job to share knowledge, not keep it locked away? At least tell me where the vault is. Nice.
Customers like you are why I prefer the company of books. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either.
What about a trade? What if I gave you the Necromancy of Thay in exchange for permission to read the Book of Karsus? Surely there's some amount of gold that could convince you to part with the book?
Psst. I already told you. It is locked in our vault. And with good reason. Imagine if a tome so dangerous was sold to someone with such poor comprehension.
Maybe if we came back with Gale. Maybe. But realistically, I think we're probably going to break into the vault. Thank you. I've learned more than enough.
You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tomes is enough to stimulate most.
Sorcerous Sundries.
Okay, so we've got a lead on the book that may give us information on the crown. I gotta tell you, there's a part of me that really wants to just like drop this on the floor next to her and then pick it up. Like, oops. You know what I mean? In fact, I think I'm gonna do that. Oops, my bad. I guess I'll read it in front of her. Yeah, this was, we got this into Gale. So we can't use it. All right. Did you see that?
Some people.
How can I help you?
How might I get permission to enter the vault? Before I just break in, let's find out if there's a permission that can happen.
The vault is strictly prohibited for customers. If you don't cease this foolishness, the rest of Sorcerous Sundries will be as well.
All right, we probably have to go speak to Lorocun. Let's trade with her.
Parchments, codices, tomes. Take a look and see what calls you.
What has she got? Oh yeah, she's gonna have tons of Wizards of Note Lorocun Editor's Edition, The Apprentice's Companion, Songs of the Wind, Schools of Magic, Hunter's Guide to Hags. And then she's got some scrolls. Shatter, Sunbeam, nice. Wall of Ice, Wall of Stone, Planar Binding, Hold Monster, Greater Invisibility, Globe of Invulnerability, Fireball, Bone Chill, Chain Lightning. Yeah, she's got some real nice scrolls here. But I don't know that we want to buy these. I mean, we don't use the scrolls we already have. I wonder. Yeah, we can't actually barter the necromancy if we're not able to. All right. Well, let's see. What else do we want to do here? We've been around kind of the outside. We've got some information now about a book we're interested in and the vault that hides it. What do we have over here? Topaz and a sapphire. Another row of books. Mithdranon Amphigory. Another animated armor.
What's an issue of Baldur's Mouth doing in here?
What do we have going on here? Some round flasks and garlic, some busts. Looks like we've got a few things we can take here. It's always like, it's strange. It's always the same kind of like basic herbs that nobody cares about. They're like, yeah, you can take those if you want. Scroll of Featherfall and Barkskin Potion, more rows of books. Ramazith? What is this? Hailed by Volo as the sage extraordinaire and by many grumbling parents of impressionable young women as a blighting nuisance, Ramazith Flamesinger was a wizard of great renown living in Baldur's Gate. This figure went missing some time ago. It was rumored that he grew romantically involved with a nymph, and idle gossip tells that they ran off together to live in some strange, peaceful place, but gossip is not so reliable, and no one really knows what became of him. Okay. And also we've got an Armillary Sphere, Misty Step Potion, Potion of Speed and Grease Bottle, with an animated armor protecting. Some more books.
Find what you're looking for.
What do we have here? ABC, The Liches and Me. It's a great title. Schools of Magic, Impractical Magic. These two are talking about something.
You might want to be careful.
The Apprentice's Companion, Book the 5th. I wonder if we should gather and read all the Apprentice's Companion. Like, I wonder if trying to meet Lorocun will have like a test or a quiz to see if we're worthy even to speak to him, kind of a deal. Got more scrolls here. Now this is interesting. This Potion of Invisibility we can just take, apparently. It looks like it. It's not red.
Customer service.
I saw something.
Yep, we didn't incur the wrath of the locals.
Oh, the gods truly this petty.
Just don't rough it up your customers.
So, Shadowheart's wound just kicked off there for some reason. All right. Well, we've made our way around the outside, spoken to a few folks. We have the interior kind of section here with a few more people to speak to, and then the second floor. There's a lot going on here in Sorcerous Sundries, but we did gain information about the book that we're interested in. Perhaps we do need to come back with Gale, somebody who has a better sort of education on things magical, and may be able to sort of persuade better the locals that he has the knowledge to safely investigate that. I'm not sure. I think it's more likely we just need to tell this person or somebody that we found the Night Song, gain audience with Lorocun, and from there probably advance. But that's all gonna have to wait for next time because we're gonna take a break here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Lots of interesting stuff going on. I know Astarian's kind of emotional exhaustion requires some rest, but can't get to that until we've used up all our daily resources. Our elixirs are too precious and hard to come by. So we're gonna keep trucking on for another couple hours here until the day runs long and we finished as much as we can. So yeah, we're gonna take a break here and we'll be back next time with more Baldur's Gate 3. Hope to see you then. Take care. Bye.